Hello, and welcome to Homestead, Miami Speedway. Sunny, Miami, Florida here for the Rogue Racing League series finale here for season number 4. Got about 5 minutes left in practice here at Homestead, and we will be crowning a Rogue champion here tonight. Go ahead and take a look at our race info here tonight. Course, 1.5 miles, speedway 1.48 miles to be exact. 4 feet of elevation, of course, Florida and Miami right on the beach. So, not very high above sea level, that's for sure. 50 mile an hour pit speed limit tonight. 81 degrees out in the air, 89 track temp right now. 12 mile an hour of east-northeast winds. We got fixed setups here in the Rogue Racing League. We are utilizing the Gen 4 NASCAR Cup Series car, the nostalgic 2001-ish era. Love these race cars, the Gen 4, just bringing back so many memories, so much nostalgia for me. 2 sets of tires down there on pit lane for those drivers to use throughout the race here tonight. But Greg Thielsen up in the booth for Push the Edge Productions. 3rd race for the day here on Sunday, a triple header. We had a double header earlier with the Bad Batch Sim Racers and their 410s. They pushed back their race from last week for Father's Day. So a little double header. We went to Lincoln Speedway, and then we crowned their season champion, Gavin Chatham, there at Charlotte. So now we're over at Homestead with the Rogue Racing League, and we're going to crown a Rogue champion here tonight. About 3 minutes left in practice. We see Tristan Bailey up on top of the board in that 99. He is a rookie. His first race with us here tonight, I believe. David Chandler in that 1 up in 2nd. Tyler Daniels in 3rd. Jason Berg, Nicholas Trudeau, John Spizak, Peter Stewart, Wesley Ottman, Aaron Rucker, Jason Johnson, Byron Torchia, and we got Elijah Fisher in the 16. Yet to make a lap so far. Look at that, championship points coming into this thing. Tyler Daniels, that 45, he is coming in as the championship leader here in the chase for the Rogue Cup. So, very curious to see what he can do here tonight. Chuck Sweeting in that 75 machine, not here tonight. Unable to make the grid here so far. 3 minutes left in practice, just about. So, we'll see if he can find his way over here. We got Peter Stewart in the 9. He's in 3rd coming in here. He's down in 7th here in practice. The 00 as well, Josh Dunn. He is not here tonight. That 00 not making the trek to Miami quite yet. Hopefully he's going to show up here as well. The 21, Jason Berg, currently up in 4th on the board. So always a guy you got to keep your eye out on. Last season's champion, Jason Berg, in that 21. Definitely keep your eye out there for him. But we're coming to the end of practice here. Qualifying about to begin. 10 minutes of qualifying. These drivers going to have a bit of time to get some laps in before we get rolling here tonight. Super excited to crown a champion for the Rogue Racing League here tonight. I'm really curious to see who's going to take it. See quite a few cars down there on pit lane. Got that 48 Wesley Ottman out in front. That Lowe's Jimmy Johnson looking 48. That's a nice paint scheme there for him. Take a look. Peter Stewart in that 9. He's out on track currently getting some practice laps. Here the last minute of practice. We got John Spizak up in the 54. He's getting some laps in, along with his teammate there in the 21, Jason Berg. So looking for a good night of racing here. About 19 seconds left in practice. It's about to come to an end here. We're going to go ahead, roll over to our side-by-side ads. We're going to be right back with some qualifying here at Homestead with the Rogue Racing League. Back here, qualifying, rolling to a start. Taking a look here, that number 1 of David Chandler out, getting some laps in. That number 1 machine, that Bud Light Platinum, number 1 coming across for his first lap here in qualifying. What's up, MIC out in chat? Thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. Oh, you got your dad to watch it. Awesome. Hello, hello. Hope you guys having a great Sunday night. We're here with the Rogue Racing League out at Homestead. We are crowning our Rogue champion here tonight. Race number 12 of the season. Taking a look around. We see the 99 as well. Tristan Bailey. He's getting some laps out here early. Sure why it's not giving me there we go. So Tristan jumping to the top of the board. David sitting up in second right now, the 54. John Spizak to third. Nicholas Trudeau in that 89 machine. He's up to fourth. Jason Johnson jumps up to that 5th spot. With David Chandler, fast time, jumping up to the number 1 spot in that number 1. And Tristan Bailey returns with the answer. New quick time, that 99. Getting it done there. John Spizak there in third. It looks like Nicholas Trudeau still 4th. Wesley Ottman coming out in 5th currently. Jason Johnson there in 6th. None of these other drivers set a time quite yet, but we got Jason Berg out on track, that 21. He's going out for his qualifying run as well. The 75 has made it. Chuck Sweeting sitting there in 2nd in the championship standings. He has made it as well. He jumps up to 4th, pushing Trudeau down to 5th. And Ottman back to 6th. Jason Berg to 2nd in the 21. Looking at that top time of 32.86 for Tristan Bailey. Jason Berg with a 32.9. So wow, Tristan really fast out here tonight. Chuck jumping up to 5th. Chuck Sweeting in that 75 jumps up to the 5th position. See that 16 of Elijah Fisher. He pulls out onto the racetrack. He's looking to get his qualifying run started here at Homestead. Down into one, Elijah Fisher, right up against that wall. Take note, that is going to be a lot of these drivers home tonight. Right along that outside, along that wall. One of the favored lines around this racetrack. Able to keep that momentum built up on that high side. Using as little wheel as you can. Get that thing turned down in there. And fired off down these straightaways. He jumps up to 6th. Elijah jumping to 6th up on the board. 33.272 on that first lap. Currently the only car out on track. We got a few more guys left to run their laps. We got Aaron Rucker, Tyler Daniels, Peter Stewart, and Byron Torchia still out there to make some laps. Let's see where Elijah ends up. 6th position for that 16. Qualifying coming to a close. We got about 5 minutes. Well, about 4. 4 minutes left here in qualifying. No other drivers out on track currently. So, coming up this week, tomorrow, we got the Inspired Racing League Cup Series. We're heading to Indianapolis for 80 laps there with the Cup Series tomorrow. Wednesday, the Platinum Truck Series with the Inspired Racing League. We head to Auto Club in the trucks there on Wednesday, so be sure to check those out. And then Saturday, we're going to be taking the night off, the Thunder Series, no race, because that will be July 4th. So we're going to take that one off. Looking forward to that. Definitely, most definitely. Actually, is it the 4th? I think it's the 3rd, isn't it? Either way, doesn't matter. But make sure you go check out this morning's races or this afternoon's races. We had the Bad Bad Sim Racers end their season this season. Season number 2, the Rise of the Dust Devils. Their 410 sprint cars came to a close. We had a doubleheader, race number 11 and 12 there at Lincoln Speedway and the dirt track at Charlotte, crowning Gavin Chatham, our season champion, up there at Bad Bad Sim Racers. So, big shout out to them. Also, big shout out to Bright Flame Counseling PLLC, a great sponsor here of the Rogue Racing League. Looking at qualifying coming to a close. We got about 2.5 minutes left here in qualifying. It looks like Tyler Daniels in that 45. He has taken to the track just recently here. And he is about to see what he can do out here at Homestead. Your favorite for the championship coming in as our championship leader. So, and I think he's got quite the distance there to second. So, pretty sure we're going to be crowning Tyler Daniels the Rogue champion here this season. Off of 3 and 4 this time. Let's see what Tyler can do coming to his first qualifying lap. Tyler in that 45 jumps up to 4th. See what he's got that second lap, high and tight on that outside wall, making everything work for it, that's for sure. Down the back straightaway, Tyler Daniels on his qualifying run. Up in 4th right now. He's got a little ways to go to move forward. Down on that bottom. Out of 3 and 4, high and wide, right up against that wall. Let's see what he's got lap 2. Up to 3rd, passing that one of David Chandler. So up a spot, take that, we'll take it. There for the 45, that Bright Flame Counseling PLLC number 45 of Tyler Daniels. See it on that hood. Again, big thank you, Bright Flame. Everything that you guys done this season, the white flag, gonna be sponsored by Bright Flame Counseling. Of course, PLLC. But no more cars on track. We got 3 cars that haven't set a qualifying lap now. The number 3 of Aaron Rucker, the 9 of Peter Stewart, and that 81 of Byron Torchia. Yet to set a lap. 10 cars setting their qualifying lap. Tristan Bailey, Jason Berg, Tyler Daniels, David Chandler, John Spizak, Chuck Sweeting, Elijah Fisher, Nicholas Trudeau, Wesley Altman, and Jason Johnson setting a lap, qualifying, coming to a close. We are about to get fired up here at Homestead, the final round here with the Rogue Racing League. Race number 12 of the 12-week season. It all comes down to this. Who will come home victorious tonight? Let's go ahead, take a look at our starting grid here tonight. Tristan Bailey out in front, leading this thing on the pole position. Jason Berg, that 21, to his outside. Tyler Daniels in that 45. Starting P3, David Chandler to his outside, row number 2. John Spizak and Chuck Sweeting, they will be rolling off row number 3. Elijah Fisher, Nicholas Trudeau, row number 4 here at Homestead. Wesley Altman, Jason Johnson, rounding out our top 10, row number 5. And rounding out row 6, Peter Stewart, Aaron Rucker in that 3. Throw back to Dale. Row 7, P13, Byron Torchia, rounding out the field here tonight. Ready to crown a Rogue Racing League champion here at Homestead. Oh, the 4th is next Saturday. Copy that, Emma. So yeah, no Thunder Series next Saturday for the Inspired Racing League. Definitely going to be celebrating the 4th of July with some fireworks and a lot of fun. The field making their way out onto this 1.5-mile speedway. Once again, let's go over that. Starting positions for our championship contenders. Tyler Daniels in that 45 coming in on top of the championship, starting P3 tonight. Chuck Sweeting is starting P5, coming in second in the championship. Stewart in that 9 machine. He's going to be starting back in 12th, coming in 3rd place. Fortunately, Josh Dunn not able to make the call in that 00 here tonight. He did not make it to Homestead. Jason Berg, that 21, starting on the outside of that front row. We got a good view of him right there. But pace lights are out on that pace car. We are about to kick it off and go green flag racing, the championship race of season 4 here at the Rogue Racing League. The pace car down pit lane. We are about to fire off. Green flag out in the air here at Homestead. Down on the inside, Tristan Bailey with a great jump here on the start of this thing. Jason Berg, Tyler Daniels already side by side off of 2. Jason Berg on the outside, able to get the run. Oh no, Elijah Fisher around. It looks like Aaron Rucker might be involved as well. John Spizak, the one who comes around here on this one. Caution flag number 1. Oh no, big wiggle from the 54. A 360 for Elijah. Wow, he's able to keep that thing rolling. Wow. No contact, though, with the wall for John Spizak. So good to see that. Let's take a look back at that from a different angle. Fortunately, a big wiggle for Spizak. Elijah just nowhere to go. It looks like Sweeting got hard into that outside wall. So that's not good for him. Let's take a look there at that, if we can find it. Watch that 75 of Sweeting. The 16 coming across his nose, doing a 360 while he was working his way down. Did he get spun? Did he get more damage? Not sure. Let's see. All right, let's fast forward it. Did he? Oh no, he just came and parked it. Copy that. Copy that. First caution flag here tonight at Homestead. Let's take a look. That top 10 real quick. Tristan Bailey out in front. Jason Berg, Tyler Daniels, David Chandler, Nicholas Trudeau, your top 5. Wesley Ottman, John Spizak, Jason Johnson, Peter Stewart, Aaron Rucker, Byron Torchia, Elijah Fisher, and Chuck Sweeting the field. Chuck definitely coming out not the winner of that end of that stick. I think he's got it parked. He's already gone for the night. The 16 getting some work done down on pit road. That's Elijah Fisher. Getting that thing worked on. But out in front, when we go back green, Tristan Bailey, he's going to be our race leader. Starting off on the pole. Still up in that top spot. Looking back, the most wins this season held by that 45, Tyler Daniels. He's got 6 wins this season. Doing a great job at that. Peter Stewart up to 2 wins with the win last week. And then Jason Berg, John Spizak, and Nicholas Trudeau all with a win amongst themselves as well. So what a great season here with the Rogue Racing League. A few different drivers able to find their way up to the front. Coming out of the backstretch, down, turn number 3 and 4. We are about to get this thing fired up. Jason Berg down on the bottom. Tristan Bailey, with that race lead, elects to start on that outside row. You do get lane choice here at the Rogue Racing League. Unfortunately, yeah, early caution, but we're going back racing. Jason Berg, Tristan Bailey about to crank this thing up. Bailey with a great start. Tyler Daniels in that 45, a good start down on the bottom. He's able to work up in front of that number 1 there of David Chandler. We are back racing at Homestead for the final race of season number 4. Side by side, Nicholas Trudeau in that 89. He's looking to the bottom of David Chandler in that 1. Out in front, the 99 still leading. Jason Berg not far behind. Tyler Daniels sitting there in 3rd, but the battle for 4th right now. David Chandler giving it up Nicholas Trudeau moving up to fourth, past that one. Down there on the bottom, they are fighting it out. Back in the back, that's Elijah Fisher, Byron Torchia, and Jason Johnson fighting it out back there. Now side by side, Jason Johnson, Aaron Rucker, the three out on the outside. Rucker trying to get the run down the front stretch, and he does. Now that leaves Elijah Fisher out on the outside of that number 29 of Jason Johnson. The 81 not far behind the Byron Torchia. Lap number 7, we are starting to tick off some green flag laps here. Oh no, into the wall, Elijah Fisher. Light contact, he didn't make too hard a contact there, but definitely brushing the wall out of 4. It's like Byron Torchia down to the bottom. Still the 99 out front, the 21 of Jason Berg. Not far behind though, he is chasing him down. That is for sure. Side by side for fourth, the 89, Nicholas Trudeau. He's trying to work past that number 45 of Tyler Daniels. Excuse me, that's for third. Because Trudeau back in fourth, Tyler Daniels, he is up in third. Starting to get a little feisty here. Single file action. A little bit. It looks like this field definitely able to stick together. The front 5 all within about a second and a half from one another. 2 seconds at most. 3 wide for third. Wow. Almost 3 wide. Side by side. Trudeau on the bottom. He is trying to work around that 45 of Tyler Daniels. That Bright Flame Counseling PLLC machine. Up to the top side. But that 89 Cane's Chicken. Nicholas Trudeau. He's trying to work that bottom for everything that it's got right now. See a lot of battles happening here in the back as well. We see that 29, Jason Johnson. He's side by side with Byron Torchia down the back here. Elijah Fisher elected to drop back to 12th, kind of the last driver there on the lead lap. Taking a look out his front dashboard. Let's ride with him, looking at the field out ahead of him. Almost 190 miles an hour entering turn number 1 there. Riding along board with Elijah Fisher. Currently back in 12th. Started up in 7th. He's letting the race come to him. Taking care of his equipment. Getting some laps in early. We got plenty of laps to go. Of course, 125 laps tonight. We are not even 25 laps in here yet. Contact there for Jason Johnson in the 29. Just ahead of here of Elijah Fisher. But looking up ahead, the front of the field, that 21 of Jason Berg trying to track down Tristan Bailey out ahead. That 99 really looking good out in front right now. Calm, consistent, holding that lead, hitting his marks. Doing everything he's got to do. Nicholas Trudeau was unable to work past that 45 of Tyler Daniels yet as well. Not able to get it done quite yet. We see the battle heating up though. He's been trying. Right back up to that back bumper of the 45. That's Nicholas Trudeau in that Cane's 89. Tyler Daniels up in that 45 Bright Flame Counseling PLLC machine. That blue, chrome, and pink machine just with a great run on that outside, able to get it done. Being challenged for this third spot right now by the 89 of Trudeau. Now the number 1 of David Chandler. He has found himself in this battle. Side by side into one, almost 3 wide. Just how many usable lanes here at Homestead? You see it at work right now. Nicholas Trudeau down on the bottom, fighting tooth and nail with Tyler Daniels in this 45 right now. Those leaders getting a little bit of a gap built up. We got about a 4/10 of a second gap between the 99 of Tristan Bailey back to that 21 of Jason Berg. So that gap for the lead starting to grow. But that battle right now for third, it is on. Tyler Daniels has Nicholas Trudeau all over his back bumper right now. And Nicholas Trudeau with David Chandler all over his back bumper. Really getting the most out of that bottom side, Nicholas Trudeau. David Chandler in the 1, trying to get that clean air, kind of running through the middle. And then you got the 45 up on the high side. Tyler Daniels, our championship leader, coming in to Homestead. What a battle out on the racetrack right now. Wow. The gap starting to spread just a little bit. We got about a 1/10 of a second back to Trudeau. And then 3/10 of a second back to Chandler. Still fighting to get around that 45. He's elected to go down to that bottom. The 45 with the run down on the bottom into 1. Can he get it this time? Up high, wide, and handsome. Tyler Daniels in that 45. Almost clear, not quite enough for the 89. Man, this battle really fun right here. Side by side, lap after lap. You gotta love it. We are green flag. We're on a little green flag run. That first caution coming on lap 1. 3 laps. Got it out of the way. We are on lap 21 now. The 1, the 89, and this 45 having an absolute battle right now. We see the 9 of Peter Stewart. He makes some contact up with the wall momentarily. That's last week's winner. Started back in 11th. He's up 5 spots. Up to that 6th spot. So Peter Stewart, currently our biggest mover right now. Taking a look, Nicholas Trudeau up in 4th. He's up 4 as well. So he's not too far behind. The 3 of Aaron Rucker also up 4 spots. And then that 81 as well. He's up 4 spots also from his starting position. And Spizak right on that back bumper, the 81. This battle's starting to heat up for 9th right now. Spizak on the outside, that 54 with the run down the back. Able to get by that 81 of Byron Torchia. Still using that bottom, the 81, trying to get a run off of 4. Oh no! We got a car around That's Wesley Allman in the 48. Take a look back here at this one. The 48 off of 4. Big loose. Unable to get it. Gathered back up hard into that inside wall. Goes Wesley Allman. Ouch. Take one more look back at this. Caution flag. Number 2 flying for Wesley Allman, the 48. Making some contact, getting loose off of 4. Getting into that inside wall really hard. Really unfortunate for that 48. Well, as the field catching up to the pace car, let's go ahead. We're going to jump to an ad break real quick. We will be right back. Back here under caution, quite a few cars coming down into pit lane to get some work done. We saw Elijah Fisher in the 16, the 1 of David Chandler, the 9 of Peter Stewart, Aaron Rucker, John Spizak, Jason Johnson, Byron Torchia, all coming down pit lane. It looks like Wesley Allman parked it for the night. Don't think he is going to be able to continue on. Too much damage for that 48 machine. Once again, thank you for stopping by Push the Edge Productions. Greg Thielsen up in the booth here tonight for the championship round here with the Rogue Racing League. We are here at Homestead, Miami to crown the Rogue champion. Taking a look how those championship drivers are faring. Tyler Daniels up in the 4th spot. Chuck Sweeting back in 13th. Early misfortunes for him. Peter Stewart, he's up in 7th, fortunately. Josh Dunn not able to make it in that 00 tonight. And then Jason Berg, that 21, he's up in 2nd. Doing a great job up front right now. Pace lights out on the pace car. We are going back racing at Homestead. Our 2nd caution flag. Had a good little green flag run in there for a bit. 27 laps complete so far of our scheduled 125. Hope you guys having a great Sunday night out there in the chat. If you're here live with us, checking us out on the recording, thank you so much for being here with us. We are back. Green flag racing here at Homestead with the Rogue Racing League. Tristan Bailey out in front with a great jump in that 99 machine. Jason Berg down on the bottom, holding his own on that restart. Good job by him. Tyler Daniels in the 45 up to 3rd. Elijah Fisher, he's moved up to 4th. And he dives down to the bottom. The inside of that Bright Flame Counseling 45. The National Guard 16 of Elijah Fisher off of 4, not enough. Slides up the racetrack behind that 45. We see David Chandler down on the bottom. He's trying to work past that 89 of Nicholas Trudeau. As he does, but the run isn't enough. Side by side with Elijah Fisher, Chandler clears him up the track. Chandler up to fourth. Fisher back to fifth, side by side. Now Trudeau to his downside. Rucker almost making the move up high. Thinks better of it. Now that number 3, Aaron Rucker, to the outside. He's trying to get that 6th position from Elijah Fisher down the back with the run, and he clears him. But out front, already getting a half a second lead in front of Jason Berg. That's Tristan Bailey. Started out on the pole, been doing a great job keeping that thing out in front. We see a tight battle between David Chandler and Tyler Daniels. Chandler up to third. He's working his way forward to the outside of the 21. Chandler trying to make the move on Berg here. In through 3 and 4. He's using that outside, trying to keep that momentum built up. Looks like he's clear. He might be, and he is, up to second. That number 1, David Chandler, he's moving forward. You see that number 3, Aaron Rucker, up to 5th position, up 7 spots for the night. Having a really good run. Down to the bottom side of that 45 of Tyler Daniels. Not enough. I think Tyler on that outside, able to get the run down the front straightaway. The 3, Rucker, trying again down to the bottom. Thinks he can make something happen down there. Pulls alongside with that 45. Not enough to clear him though, that outside. And that momentum so hard to beat. Down the straightaway, we see that 16. He was just able to get by the 9 there of Peter Stewart, who's down on the bottom. They're fighting side by side off of 4. And that gap for that race leader, it is no longer. We got a new leader. Tristan Bailey just lost the lead to that number 1, David Chandler. Our first new race leader here tonight. Started back in 4th. He's on a charge forward. I can definitely say that. He's been moving forward, picking off those positions one by one. Doing a great job in that Bud Light Platinum number 1. Still watching in the car, but going to get some ice cream. Awesome. I want some, Emma. Give me a chocolate and vanilla swirl. Little best of both worlds. What you got for me? No, I'm kidding. Maybe a little Rocky Road or something a little more fancy. I don't know. But wow, that gap up front already a second. 1.2 tenths of a second for David Chandler in that 1. He last pit on that lap 25 pit stop. The 3 of Rucker did as well. He's up to 3rd. He's moving past the 45 of Daniels as well. Now the 21 of Berg looking to that outside there on Daniels. Go ahead, jump on board with that Jason Berg number 21 as we watch the 45 Bright Flame Counseling. Tyler Daniels out in front of our windscreen, trying to chase him down here. Started up on the outside of the front row in 2nd, back to 5th right now. Still having a good run, but trying to chase down this 45 right now. Oh, it is Dairy Queen. That sounds good. I am okay with Dairy Queen. I ain't got nothing wrong with that. We can do the classic chocolate. on that outside, the 45 with the run down the back. Berg just not enough to get alongside that 45 and the 21. He's trying that bottom side. He's not giving up. Just don't know if he can hold the momentum that outside is holding right now. But the battle for second, Tristan Bailey, he's got that number 3, Aaron Rucker, right on his back bumper. They're going to be side by side as we go through 1 and 2 this time. Up on the high side. Oh, the 99 got tight. Had to lift, not to hit the 3. Down the back. It is contested. They're side by side. Battling it out hard right here. Lap number 40 complete as we cross the stripe. This time by that battle we are watching. Aaron Rucker in the 3, able to secure that second place position. Last pitted there on lap 25. So it might have been the difference for that 23. Kind of starting to settle out just a little bit. We see Nicholas Trudeau back here. He's fighting. No, that was actually Elijah Fisher battling with that 9 of Peter Stewart up to the high side. Elijah using all of that racetrack. Big wiggle down the back, but what a run. Able to pull right up to that back bumper of the 9. Stewart down on the bottom. Can he hold it? Side by side, he's clear. But can he pass him down the back straightaway? Field starting to spread out a little bit. We still got some battles happening. We got a 3.5 second gap from our race leader, David Chandler, out in front in that number 1 machine. Back to that number 3 of Aaron Rucker. Tristan Bailey in that 99. He's only 7/10 back. Then we jump back another second. 2.5 seconds. Back to the 45 of Tyler Daniels, that Bright Flame counseling machine. Then we hop back to the 21 to round out our top 5. Looks like he's making a green flag pit stop in the grass. Oh no! Jason Berg up the track, almost makes contact with the 89 of Trudeau right there. Wow, that was close. Caught that live. Green flag pit stops beginning. Not sure, he might just get a black flag for that. Unsafe pit entry. Wow, that was close. .45, that Tyler Daniels Bright Flame counseling machine. Definitely looking pretty cool. Got the chrome, the pink, the blue. Really slick paint job. But Elijah Fisher up in the wall once again, just tapping it. He likes brushing that wall up there on the high side. Thinking a little better of it, using the bottom here through 1 and 2. Oh no, in the wall again, the 16 of Fisher. Oh, hard in the wall. That was not a brush that time. Oh no. Peter Stewart in that 9, able to take that 5th position from the 16. But while we got a second, let's go ahead. Let's get a crank it up in. Let's hear the sights and the sounds of the Rogue Racing League here and their Gen 4 NASCAR Cup cars. Let's crank it up. thank you guys checking out a little bit of the sights and the sounds of the Rogue Racing League and their Gen 4 Cup Series cars. A little bit of a crank it up. Emma out in chat, a big fan saying crank it up. Oh, but we got some racing. We're almost 3 wide. The 89 side by side with the 21 and the 16. Wow, that just got hectic. No more spread out right now. We got 5 cars all on top of each other right now. Nicholas Trudeau able to get by that number 9. He's up in 5th right now. Elijah Fisher, he's worked his way up to that 4th spot. It looks like Tyler Daniels, he was able to make a green flag pit stop. Lap number 45. Spizak pit on lap 48. And that 21 pit in lap 43. But lap number 51, as we cross the stripe this time by, check out back with our race leader, that number 1, David Chandler, doing a great job out in front. Take a look from his back bumper back to that number 3 of Rucker. See just how much these drivers... Excuse me, I am losing my voice. But we're watching that number 1. He's putting the 81 now a lap down. He's a top 5 driver right now, Byron Torchia. So we're coming down to the thick of this. Cars starting to go a lap down. Green flag pit stops beginning to make their presence known. It looks like Tristan Bailey has made his pit stop as well in the 99. So the only drivers yet to make another pit stop would be Peter Stewart in the 9, Elijah Fisher in that 16, the 3 of Rucker, and this race leader, David Chandler. Only 4 drivers up on the lead lap. Some green flag pit stops definitely coming into play. We got 10 drivers. 11 drivers currently out on the racetrack, so definitely coming into play. Some green flag pit stops. We're on another green flag long run right here. A lot of those drivers pitting around lap 25, coming to lap 55. They're on their longest run here so far of the night. David Chandler out in front, 2 caution flags for 6 laps. Only that 1 lead change. But we see those fresh tires working their way back. Jason Johnson in this 29. He is catching that number 1, our race leader, very quickly. Set up fresh tires will definitely do some wonders. You see that 1 up ahead. Yeah, don't broadcast or curse it. Definitely not trying to do that. No commentator curse. Hopefully. A look out the left front there of Jason Johnson. Just behind the 1 of David Chandler, your race leader right now. Lap number 57. We are almost halfway here tonight. Wesley Altman, fortunately, not liking these cars at all. out in chat saying these cars are horrible. Ready for next season and the trucks. I hear you, buddy. I hear you. I'm a big fan of these cars. You can really drive these things off the right rear. So I'm a big fan, but I totally get why somebody would not be a fan. I get it. We see the battle for third. Elijah Fisher, he's up to third. Around the 9 of Peter Stewart. And then Jason Berg back here in 5th. He's trying to catch up to these boys. We watch the 54 side by side with the 9, able to get by. He's got some fresh tires. Working by the 16 up in the wall. That's Elijah Fisher up in the 3rd spot right now. Set up fresh tires for that 54, and Spizak able to work by these cars on some older tires. I don't think we have finalized the start date for next season and the trucks quite yet. I know we've still been doing all the voting. So we got the truck selected. We got the community track selected, I believe. I think all that's left is the publish the schedule. So that's going to be coming up soon. Make sure you check out all the socials. Check out Push the Edge Productions on Facebook. We'll be sure to drop it on there as long with the Rogue Racing League Facebook as well. Sorry guys, I've had a double on my 3rd race tonight, so I am definitely starting to lose my voice a little bit. So sorry if you can hear that. Still out in front, that one of David Chandler, though, yet to make a pit stop. We see the number 3, Aaron Rucker, sitting up in 2nd of 10 spots from his starting spot. Started back in 12th, up to 2nd. So Aaron having a good start to his race. Playing the long game right now. I appreciate it, Emma. Yeah, my voice definitely feeling coarse tonight. A lot of talking today. Around that lap car of the 81, that's Byron Torchia. We see the 54 as well work his way around. That's a battle for position. We also see that 89 of Trudeau. He works his way around as well. Lap number 63. We are officially halfway here tonight. Taking a look at our race recap, 64 of our scheduled 125. So we're a little bit past halfway. And the Facebook page is Rogue Racing League. ROGUE Racing League. I think they do have the Discord link up on the Facebook as well. If you check out Push the Edge Productions on Facebook, they almost like every single post. So just check out one of our posts. You will be sure to find their Facebook page. But we watch a battle for 8th position. Nicolas Trudeau down on the bottom, trying to get around that 54 of Spizak. Yeah, I don't have it in chat. Let me see. But not able to get it done there. Let's see. Out in front. To run through our top 5. Tristan Bailey in that 99. He's back up to 5th right now. He just got around that 21 of Jason Berg. Our pole sitter started up on the top. Still up in the top 5, having a good run. Jump up to 4th. That's Peter Stewart in the 9. He's up 7 for the night. Almost our biggest mover, but not quite. Elijah Fisher, he's up 4. Up to 3rd in this 16. Started back in 7th. But our biggest mover right now, Aaron Rucker in this number 3, back in 2nd, up 10 spots. And then our race leader, David Chandler, up in the 1, sitting in that 1 spot right now. Some more battles about to start taking place. We see some fresh tires of that 99 working past the older tires of the 29, Jason Johnson, down there on the bottom. He's also going to be catching up to that car ahead of him, that number 1, our race leader, David Chandler. So we got another car on the lead lap. That number 99 up in 4th. We're seeing a long play strategy call from that number 1. Playing it long on this pit stop. Hoping to see some green flag here. Let's see just how many laps he's led out front. So far, out front for 36 of the 70 laps tonight. The only other driver I think with the chance would be this 99, because he's got 34 laps led as well. And once strategy comes back, it's anybody's game. Still getting racy here. There's a few cars well within striking distance. We see that 45. Tyler Daniels trying to work his way around the 21 of Jason Berg. That's for 5th. This battle's starting to heat up. Tyler down to the bottom. Can he get the run off of 4? Side by side up the front straightaway. We see just how much slower these drivers going in these turns once these tires start to wear off. Tyler able to make the pass on Jason Berg, but the crossover, Berg down to the bottom. Side by side up the front straightaway. Daniels able to get the run high and wide on that outside. Berg, a little slip up through the middle there. Looks like Elijah Fisher just entered pit lane for some tires and some service. And the 16 off and away. Out in front, David Chandler still leading this thing. He's got a few cars a little bit faster in speed, but a little bit far away, so I don't know if they're going to get anything done. Not sure. We see Elijah Fisher. He's all fresh tires in that 16. Expect him to make some. Oh, David Chandler down to pit road. Our race leader down to pit road. Green flag pit stops for our leader here. coming in from the race lead. He almost had a full track on the field. So let's see how this strategy will play out. Tristan Bailey was that driver that was in the lead before. So we'll see if he'll regain it here. Looks like he will. Also, Peter Stewart in the 9. He comes down pit lane. The 1 making his way off of pit lane. Now, new race leader, the 99, Tristan Bailey. Like I was talking about, that other guy, we got to keep in mind that 99. Once those pit stops cycle back out, he was going to be a potential problem. Last pitted there on lap 51. The next car going to be there, David, who's pitted on 74. He's up to 4th. So we'll see a little bit of strategy. Will it work out for that number 1? Up to 2nd, we got Tyler Daniels in that 45 Bright Flame Counseling PLLC machine. And then sitting back in 3rd right now, Jason Berg in the 21. Last season's champion. Go ahead, check back on our championship top 5 as they stand. Tyler Daniels coming in as the championship leader in this 45 machine. Up to P2 right now, just behind that 99. He's got about a 6-second gap up to that 99. About a 1.5 back to that 21. And then jumping back to the 75, Chuck Sweeting, no longer out on the racetrack. Scored back in 13th, unfortunately. Then we hop to the 9 here of Peter Stewart. He's up in 3rd in the championship coming into Homestead. Currently back in 10th right now. Side by side with Jason Johnson in that 29. Trying to move his way up to 9th. And he's got it clear past the 29. Fortunately, Joshua Dunn not able to make it here tonight in that 00. He's in 4th in the standings coming in. And then we got the 21, Jason Berg. Coming in here in 5th in points. He's up in 3rd here at Homestead. What a race, what a race. 80 laps complete here so far. 45 laps to go here at Homestead. We will be crowning a champion tonight. The Rogue Champion. Who will it be? That is not a battle for position. That's that number 9, Peter Stewart. A few laps down now. Or a lap down, I should say. Working past that 21 of Jason Berg. That gap, it was 6 seconds. Now it's up to 7.2. Up to that 99 of Tristan Bailey. Doing such a great job out here tonight in that 99, I must say. First time out here with the league. And he is showing us that he is worthy. I'll tell you what. 41 laps led here so far. Just about half of the laps led. Split that between David Chandler in that 1. Little bit of strategy. We'll see if that works out for the 1. Able to get by the 21. And he works his way up to 3rd. They're side by side down into 4. And the 1, David Chandler, able to make the pass. He's got the fresh tires. He's on a run back up through this field. Only 2.8 seconds up to Tyler Daniels in that 45 machine. Go ahead, ride on board just a little bit with David Chandler. Fully out of the gas, on the clutch. Saving every little bit of gas, saving those tires. Really working this number one right here. He's got the freshest tires out on the racetrack at that. Still just clutch every time, getting that car stuck down to the bottom and making this thing work for it. While we got a chance, let's go ahead. Green flag running right now. Let's crank it up and hear the sights and the sounds of the Rogue Racing League and these Gen 4 NASCAR Cup Series cars. Let's crank it up. And that was a little bit of a crank it up here with the Rogue Racing League. Thank you guys for hanging out here on your Sunday night. The championship race is upon us. Out in front, that 99, Tristan Bailey, leading the way right now. Almost to lap number 90. Quite a few laps left to see if this number one can find his way back to that 99. About a 9-second gap between that 99 and the number one. Let's check out those last lap times. A 36.2 for our race leader. 34.2, excuse me. A 33.7 for Chandler. So he's getting about a half second a lap right now. Let's see if he can keep that pace. Really gonna be curious if he can. Now we're back up to 5 drivers on the lead lap as well. Elijah, that next driver, the first one a lap down. He's trying to work by that 99 right now. Oh no, yellow flag! Yellow flag is out for the 3rd time tonight. Jason Johnson, the 29, gonna be the cause of this one. Oh no, hard contact with that outside wall. Wow, oh wow. Heavy, heavy damage for that 29. Let's take a look back at that one more time. My gosh. Oh. What a hard hit. Oh boy. Yeah, there was just no saving that for Jason Johnson in that 29. Wow. So caution flag back out for the 3rd time tonight. We had such a good Green flag running. Lap 91 of the 125. 3 caution flags tonight. We see the race leader Tristan Bailey diving out pit lane. David Chandler following along. Really curious to see who else makes a pit stop. But stick around for some more green flag racing with the Rogue Racing League. We're going to be right back. Back at Homestead, Miami, David Chandler in that number 1. He takes back over on this race lead. 41 laps led. Tristan Bailey gonna start second. He's led 51. So it's gonna be a good race to the end, I'll tell you what. All these drivers able to get their lap back as well, not taking that pit stop, being caught a lap down. We're going to have quite a few more cars back on the lap again, lead lap once again. We see David Chandler, Tristan Bailey, going to start on that front row. John Spizak, Aaron Rucker, Nicholas Trudeau, Elijah Fisher, Peter Stewart, Tyler Daniels, Jason Berg, and Jason Johnson rounding out our top 10. The 99 and the 1, that has been the battle here tonight at Homestead. I see Go 45 out in the chat, Gwen Avery, letting us know she wants Tyler Daniels, that Bright Flame Counseling 45, to find victory lane. But pace lights out on the pace car. We're going back racing. David Chandler leading us off here. We are back. Green flag in the air at Homestead. It is really anybody's race at this point. All of the top 7 drivers coming back down pit lane, getting some fresh tires. Hopefully, so we'll see. This is going to be really interesting. Bailey down to the bottom of the 1 of Chandler through 3 and 4. A lot more side by side behind. Tristan able to get that top spot, but Chandler, the crossover, back to the bottom. Chandler and Bailey up in front, battling it out here at Homestead. Bailey just enough to edge up on that high side, able to get the run down into 3 and 4. Chandler has to settle for sitting behind him right now. Elijah Fisher, that 16, he's using that high side back here. He's up in the top 5, sitting in 5th. Tyler Daniels, that 45, right behind him, 3 wide, up the front stretch. Rucker down on the bottom, Berg through the middle, Daniels out on the outside. That got hairy for a moment. 3 wide down the back as well. Fisher through the middle this time, Berg down on the bottom. Daniels up on that top side, Daniels up into the top 5. "29 laps remain here at Homestead. Who will come home our rogue champion for season number 4? We see the battle right here between the 21 of Berg and Daniels up in that 45, up on that outside lane right now, trying to get that outside to roll. The momentum been helping them out up there. We'll see. Down the front, they are side by side, not able to close the door. The 21 of Berg. Our last season's champion, that 21 sideways. Oh no, coming around, and he catches it. Wow, what a save. Yellow flag comes out anyway. Oh my gosh. Berg with a save of his life. Let's run that back. Oh my gosh. The 21, big wiggle off a 2 down the backstretch. Almost comes across the 16 Elijah Fisher. Able to slam on the brakes, get it straightened back out. What a save. Oh my gosh. One more look at that. Reflexes like a cat there for Jason Berg. Wow, oh wow. Everybody able to stay out of it as well. But caution flag number 4 flying here tonight. Shaking things up, shaking things up. What's going to happen? Oh boy. Let's go ahead. We're going to jump to add side by side one more time. We're going to be right back. Back at Homestead, and the race is about to be on. Tristan Bailey, that 99, out in front, able to capture that lead. And now John Spizak in the 54, he's up in second. David Chandler there in third. Nicholas Trudeau to his outside in fourth. Tyler Daniels, Elijah Fisher, Aaron Rucker, Jason Berg, Peter Stewart, and Jason Johnson, your top 10. The field about to get back double file. The lights out on the pace car. Looks like that 99 electing that outside lane to restart. The leader has that option. A few great cars left out here. It's still anybody's race. The 45, Tyler Daniels, John Spizak, the 54, the 89 of Trudeau, and Bailey out in front. All of these drivers with a shot at it. Chandler in the 1. He's been strong tonight as well. It's really anybody's race. When we come back to green, we got just a little less than 25 laps to go. So we are coming to the end. Pace car down into pit lane. Tristan Bailey, John Spizak out in front, leading us back to green flag. We are racing. Oh no, Chandler and Daniels on the restart. Oh my gosh, yellow flag back out right away. Take a look back at that. Oh no. Not a great restart. The one that got in a jam on the brakes. That 54 did not get rolling. A stack up, and that 45 spinning the one around. Oh no. take it back. One more look at that. I want to see a really good view. Let's see. Oh boy, oh boy. Just a stack up, nowhere to go. The one had to get out of it for that 54. And boy, oh boy, was that a hard hit. Let's watch that. Full speed here. Oh. That number one, a lot of damage. Deck lid completely tore off of that thing. That was not ideal for the one, I'll tell you what. 5th caution flag for the night here at Homestead. Driver's gonna take those cars down pit lane. Next time by, get some work done. Hope you guys having a great Sunday night, the Rogue Racing League. Want to give a big thank you to Bright Flame Counseling PLLC. Thank you for everything that you guys do. Once again, hope you guys having a great Sunday night. Greg Thielsen up in the booth for Push to Edge Productions, bringing you all the Rogue Racing League all season long. Hope you guys had a fun season here, season number 4, our first broadcast season. So that's exciting. Really excited to close it out here. It's gonna be an interesting one, and that is for sure. Emma, they did not want to take out the one. That just kind of happened. That's a product of the restart. I'll tell you what. But we see the drivers making their way around. We're going to get double file back up here, and we're going to go racing. I might actually have a special guest up in the booth here for these final few laps. Let's see if I can get him up here. But we're about to go green flag racing once again. Tristan Bailey, Nicholas Trudeau out in front, John Spizak, Elijah Fisher, Aaron Rucker, your top 5, Peter Stewart, Jason Berg, David Chandler, and Tyler Daniels. We are about to fire back off. Quite possibly our last restart. Off of turn number 4. We are about to go green flag one more time. I'm going to just drag him up here once we go green. Green flag back out at Homestead. Tristan Bailey out in front of that 99. We see Elijah Fisher up on the top side in that 16. He might get a run up there. 3 wide. Nicholas Trudeau, he jumps up to that outside. Oh no! Aaron Rucker down to the inside, no contact. We stay green. The battle is for second right now. John Spizak down there on the bottom. Trudeau sideways off the nose of Fisher. It is getting racy right now. Oh my gosh. 19 laps to go here at Homestead. Coming down to the end of this thing, Homestead about to crown a rogue champion. Tristan Bailey out in front right now. Doing a great job leading this field right now. go ahead. I'm going to do it. I don't care. So I dragged him in here. Joined in the booth, Dylan Passetti, owner of Rogue Racing League. You got me, bud?
I got you, Greg. What's going on, man?
Having a great night. Trying to close out season number 4 here at Homestead. Looking at the race. This is getting quite racy up front. I don't know if you're in the session, but we have just under 20 laps to go. And Tristan Bailey, first-time driver here with us, out in front.
Yeah, this new guy's out here just walking the dog on us, man. He came here to run trucks next season and is showing us what's up in the Gen 4. He said he hasn't ran trucks in a while, so we'll see if he's got the same kind of racing ability in the truck. But I mean, his I rating speaks for itself. I think he's like 4,500 I rating, so we'll see how it goes.
Just clicking into 16 laps to go. Out in front, that 99 definitely holding his own. Glad to be joined up in the booth with that league owner, Dylan Passetti. So what do you got to say? The season has been so much fun. It's been a pleasure being up here in the booth, bringing you all the action. What do you got to say to those drivers for next season?
Well, first off, I just want to talk about how awesome of a job you've been doing with Push Edge Productions and putting on a show for all the fans out there and showing them what Rogue Racing League's all about. We've had some ups and downs. Had a bigger car count at the beginning of the season, kind of dwindled down towards the end, but we're working on getting that going for the trucks next season. And these guys have really been able to put on a good show. Like I said, 99's out there just walking the dog on everybody. Tyler, he got caught up in a little bit of an incident back there, but I mean, he's going to walk away with the championship regardless. He had it locked up last week, so looking forward to some good racing in the trucks next season, going to a bunch of fun tracks. Going to mix it up a little bit. We'll be dropping our schedule probably early next week, so be on the lookout for that. And we're going to be hosting some recruiting races soon. So yeah, looking forward to adding to the group and getting a bigger field out here and putting on a show for all you guys.
Well, it's a pleasure to be joined by you tonight, Dylan. You want to stick around for that victory celebration? Whoever comes home, you want to celebrate with them?
Absolutely. I'll stick around with you, Greg. We'll hang out here and watch the rest of this race.
Well, we see John Spizak in that 54. He might have some company here soon. Jason Berg right there on his back bumper. Peter Stewart not far away as well. He's right there on the back bumper, that 21 right now. We are coming 13 laps to go. We almost got 10 laps to go here at Homestead.
Yeah, Peter had an extra set of tires over the wall, so he went down on that last caution and got some tires, and seems like he's able to keep it up there and making a little bit of ground on Jason there. And Jason and John really been throwing haymakers at each other all season. Just two buddies having a good time. And yeah, they always show up and show out. And it's been fun watching those guys race. Jason always brings his best every week and really likes to put it to us. So we're going to have to find something to throw back at him next season with the trucks. I think it'll be a little bit better with these trucks being more drafty than these Gen 4s. And I know I'm personally looking forward to running the trucks. I have a good time in those things. So I think we're going to be in for a real treat.
Definitely going to be a fun time. I've been covering the Platinum Truck Series over there with the Inspired Racing League, and I'm going to tell you what, those trucks put on such a great product. It's been a really good time. But we're seeing John Spizak getting around that 21 for second right now, able to get a run up on that high side, able to make the pass there. They are still side by side through 1 and 2, though.
Yeah, I think John and Jason going at each other right now is going to give Peter an opportunity to close that gap and make a move on both of them. So we'll see what happens there. Maybe Peter will be able to swoop in and take that spot.
Down there on the inside, Jason Berg, John Spizak, Ben, two drivers we've been having to compete with all season long. Both of them with a win this season, one apiece. They are side by side up the front stretch, across the line, door to door. Oh no, a big blink there for Spizak momentarily. We see Peter Stewart. He might push it through the middle right there. 3 wide possibility, just maybe.
Yeah, Peter was right there on John's tail coming off of 4, or not John, Jason, and Jason got a little loose there. So if he keeps applying pressure, I think he's might going to be able to make something happen.
Unfortunately, Emma Dillon not able to race tonight. He got called out on a call, so had to come in a little late. Wasn't able to start, but Really glad to have him up in the booth with us. We're watching that battle for third right now. John Spizak in that 54. He's up in second. Jason Berg in this 21 down on the bottom. He's in third. And Peter Stewart, he is back in fourth right now. So this is a battle for second and third between these three drivers. Tristan Bailey, he is pulling out a gap. 3.3 seconds out in front. Coming to 8 to go once we cross the stripe this time.
Yeah, Jason keeps trying to make it stick on the bottom in the corners. I just don't think he's going to make the pass running down there. I think he needs to tuck up high and stay behind John and try to get a run coming off the corner up there. It's just, unless Peter goes behind him and creates a little bit of draft like they're doing right now, but I don't know if they're going to be able to make that happen. John gets too much of a run coming off the corner on the top.
We've seen it all night long. That high side, the momentum just so built up. It really able to hold the power. But Peter down to the bottom trying to get past Berg right now.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit of side draft going there, try to pull him back a little bit. He's gained a little bit of ground on him. I think he might be able to do something here going into one.
And he elects up on the high side, keeping that momentum up. Look for the crossover. I'm expecting Stewart to drop to the bottom under that 21 if he can right here.
Yeah, Jason's really blocking hard. He's trying to hold on to what he's got. Trying to keep Peter back. Doesn't want to lose any ground here. I don't blame him. Peter's making that bottom work, though. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe Peter can make something happen on the bottom that Jason couldn't.
Side by side into the front straightaway. 6 laps to go. We are battling for third right here. Jason Berg, Peter Stewart in that 9 on the inside. They are battling it out so hard right now. And loose. Oh.
Yeah, Jason got a little loose right there coming off the corner. Peter able to make the pass. Let's see if Peter can gain a little bit of ground on John and make that pass for second.
Now, side by side with that 54 for the second spot. Dylan just let you know, Spizak up on that high side, keeping that momentum up. But Peter Stewart getting the run down on the bottom. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's rolling that bottom really good right now.
Well, Greg, I can tell you how he's doing it. He had an extra set of tires over the wall, and everybody else didn't. So I think that's what we're starting to see here towards the end of this run at the end of the race here. Hopefully he can make that up. I'd like to see Peter get the pass here. That'd be pretty cool.
5 laps remain. We are almost 3 wide. As we go through 3 and 4, we are momentarily, maybe, almost.
That is one thing for sure. You can never count Jason out, man. Jason's really trying to fight here and take that position back here. He doesn't want to finish in fourth.
Stewart up to that third spot. Spizak to the top of the track in second. This is the battle for second right now. This is heating up.
Ooh, I think with this little bit of draft here from Jason. Oh, nope. Jason decided to go with John. Peter trying to squeeze, get that side draft in, going into the corner, try to be able to hold on, get that second spot. But it's going to be tight, man. This is going to be a close battle all the way through. I mean, we don't have a battle for first, so we might as well have a good battle for second.
That number 16, Elijah Fisher, back in 5th. He just made a big run catching these 3. He's almost to the back bumper of the 21. 3
Here goes
laps
Peter.
to
Peter's
go.
getting a good run right here in the middle of the corner. I think he's going to clear him coming off of the corner, and he sure is.
Peter Stewart in that 9 up to the second spot. Now those teammates back to third and fourth. Spizak and Berg still got to keep an eye on that 16. It looks like he's got a little bit fresher tires as well, so might be something he's using here late now.
Greg, is that bacon we're looking at on Peter Stewart's car here?
It almost looks like bacon. I swear I've called it bacon a few times, but that is a Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Man, that's really making my mouth water. Either way, bacon or Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you can't go wrong. We got a good battle going on here with Jason and John. These boys aren't going to give up. Last week of the season, and they're going out with a bang, that's for sure.
Coming to that white flag, the last lap, sponsored by Bright Flame Counseling, PLLC. We are 1 lap to go. Tristan Bailey out in front. He has been showing these boys how to get it done out here tonight in that 99.
Guys, Tristan Bailey just joined our league this afternoon to race the trucks next season and asked if he could race with us tonight. And, man, he's really laying it down on him, that's for sure. We're getting a glimpse of what is to come in Season 5.
off of turn 3 and 4, down the front straightaway for the last time. That 99, Tristan Bailey brings it home at Homestead.
I can honestly say that this is probably the first time we've had a new driver win his first race in Rogue Racing League. So congratulations to Tristan. Way to go, buddy.
What a drive up to that top spot. Coming home there in second, Peter Stewart. And the battle for third, Jason Berg beat out John Spizak for that third position. Let's see what this 99 has cooked up for a celebration.
Yeah, I definitely believe he's going to burn it down, man. New time, new league member, new winner with Rogue Racing League. I wouldn't leave any rubber left on those things. But thanks for having me up here, Greg. I'm going to go hop down here and get some admin stuff done. And again, look forward to seeing all you beautiful people for Season 5 in the Truck Series.
Thank you, Dylan. Dylan Passetti, normally the driver of that 44, but taking the time, the league owner, come up here, talk to you guys. I appreciate it, Dylan. See you later.
Hey, y'all, watch out for that 44 next season. I'm not going to be no slouch.
Well, coming home victorious here at Homestead, Tristan Bailey, that 99. And as we see, that 45, that is going to be our championship winner, Tyler Daniels, in that Bright Flame Counseling, number 45. The winner of the race and the championship winner getting a little bit of celebratory donuts done out here on the front stretch. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Well, I believe those cars have expired. Let's go ahead. We're going to jump to the race results real quick. Race results. Tristan Bailey coming out on top tonight. Peter Stewart there in second. Jason Berg in third. What a race here at Homestead to close it out. Wow, it was absolutely amazing. Homestead, Miami, the mile and a half. Always a great way to end the season. I always loved Homestead being the championship track. It's just such a good track for it. 3 green flag lead changes. And that was between David Chandler, Tristan Bailey, and they swapped it back twice. So 3 changes, yep. 5 caution flags for 15 laps tonight. Tristan Bailey with the pole position. The fastest lap and most laps led. A 32.851. Coming home with that fastest lap tonight. Peter Stewart, the biggest mover, up 9, finishing in second. Well, let's go ahead. We're going to roll to commercials. When we return, we'll catch up with Tristan Bailey over in Victory Lane. Stick around. We will be right back. And we have made our way over to Victory Lane here tonight. Tristan Bailey coming out on top of this thing in that number 99. We talked a little bit about it there with Dylan Passetti, the league owner. First race with the series. Tell me a little bit, how's it feel coming home with the win here tonight?
It feels good. I mean, I like running these cars, so that's why I asked to race tonight, and I just was going to stay out of the way of the things. I didn't know who exactly, if he was going to win a championship without just showing up or whatnot, so I was just going to just run my race and try to be respectful to everybody else and not get too close to anybody, and then it was fun. I was hoping it would stay green there at the end because the strategy of the one would have been close because he was having to save a little bit of fuel and I was just pushing and was going to pit and come back out and try to run him down.
Yeah, a little bit of fuel strategy, a short pit there by the one. I was definitely caught off guard. I don't know if it would have worked if he and that 45 didn't get together on that restart. I'm really curious to see how that would have worked out, but what a great race here tonight at Homestead. This is our final race of season number 4. Your first win of the season, of course, your first race with us this season. Tell me a little bit how you feel about Homestead. That one of your favorite tracks?
I don't mean, I don't hate it. I mean, it's not one of my favorite tracks. I mean, probably my favorite track would probably honestly be like a Legacy Pocono or Auto Club, honestly.
Interesting. See, I don't hear Auto Club as a favorite very often. That's an interesting view. See, Homestead, I like the tracks where you got to run off that right rear up on that high side. I'm a dirt guy. I come from sprint cars and hanging that car out sideways. So I'm a big right rear driver when it comes to the NASCAR cars. So this kind of combo really fits me. Looked like it fits your driving style pretty well here tonight. But congratulations once for that win here tonight, Tristan. Before I let you go and celebrate with the crew, who you got to thank getting up on the podium here tonight with that race win?
No, like everybody who has this league. I mean, like I said, it's my first time coming in here running, so thank you for broadcasting and thank all the admins for allowing me to run tonight and looking forward to starting next season.
Awesome job there, Tristan. Great job watching you come out on top here tonight. Look forward to seeing you next season. Congratulations, and I look forward to it, pal.
Thank you.
Go ahead and grab Peter Stewart. Coming home in second place tonight, that number 9, Peter Stewart. Tell me a little bit about how that race went for you, pal.
It went pretty good overall. You know, trying to use the same strategy that works for me, saving a set of tires for the end. It almost worked, just Tristan was too far gone by the time I got through second and third.
Yeah, I saw that big battle there with Jason Berg and John Spizak. We were taking a look at that. Dylan actually jumped up in the booth, helped me commentate that a little bit. We saw you got those fresh set of tires there late. I think it was lap 99 on that last caution. So how did that work out? Taking a little less track position there late, but able to work through the field back up to second. How was that experience? Was that fun?
Yeah, it was good. I felt like for the most part it was fine, and then I got stuck behind those two guys, and then I noticed that the back of their cars were almost identical. I'm like, are they working together to keep me back here? And then eventually I was able to sneak by one of them and then the other. So it was pretty good.
Yeah, a great battle to watch coming to the end of this thing. I will tell you what, and those drivers are teammates, Jason Berg and John Spizak, definitely out of the same camp. So definitely probably working together a little bit to hold you back there. But what a great job driving by both of them. Coming home second tonight. I believe you're going to be second in the championship, if I'm not mistaken, because Chuck Sweeting had a really bad finish tonight. But we're going to check back on that before I crown that. But great job finishing the top 5 in the championship. Nonetheless, third at the worst.
Yeah, it was a good year. So I'm very happy to be a part of the Rogue Racing League, and I think it was a good season for just about everybody.
Yeah, a fun season from the booth. I'll tell you what, great to be the first season broadcasted. You guys been doing so great for these last 4 seasons. I've been race control for the last 3, but I was really looking forward to broadcasting you guys this year, bringing you to the masses because you guys absolutely put on a great show. And I am so pleased with the job all of you drivers did this year. Really look forward to seeing you back next season, pal.
I can't wait.
So I want to say congratulations one more time. Peter Stewart, that number 9, coming home second here at Homestead. I believe second or third in the championship. Don't quote me, but one of those spots. But before we let you get out of here, who you got to thank finishing up on the podium, bud?
I'm gonna change it up this time. I'm gonna thank you for doing the broadcast. I watch it every week with my girls, and they think it's really good, and I think you do a really good job. So thank you.
I appreciate it very, very much there. Peter Stewart, that number 9 coming home second tonight. Take care, buddy. Look forward to
You
seeing you.
too.
Now, let's grab... Ooh, he is not here. Where's Berg? Let me see if I can grab Jason Berg. Oh, there he is. And that driver of the number 21 machine coming home there in third. A big battle between you, John Spizak, and Peter Stewart coming down to the last few laps. That was a lot of fun to watch. Tell me a little bit how it was from that inside of that 21 car.
It was okay. It was more frustrating for me. I just never really had much speed at that track, no matter what I do. So it was fun just battling with my buddy Spizak there, and just trying my best to get by him. And he was driving really good tonight, so I definitely had my work cut out for me. And then Tristan and everybody else was on it tonight, so I'll take what I can get out of it. Not the finish I wanted, but to at least finish. With all the fenders on it, it's not bad.
Definitely not a bad job landing on the podium. Nothing to shake a stick at. A great drive tonight. A long race, a few caution flags. Tell me a little bit about that strategy. There was a little bit of a pit strategy between the one, I think you and that 54. Tell me a little bit about that. I think you guys short pitted the rest of the field there.
Yeah, to be honest, I actually don't I don't remember too much about what lap I pitted on. I just know that at the end I was out of tires, and then uh most of us actually kind of ended up on the same strategy within about like 3 or 4 laps of each other. And then I think it was, yeah, the 9, Peter, he had like brand new tires pretty much at the end there, and um I'm kind of surprised he didn't just go for it and get up to the lead right off the start there, to be honest. He had the brand new tires, he could have just blown on by us and gone, but um yeah, he chose to kind of ride it out and stay behind us. So I don't want him to think we were blocking him or anything. Though Spizak and I were just racing. If he wanted to get by, he could have. He had much fresher tires.
Yeah, it was a fun battle to watch nonetheless. That was really good racing there. It was a heck of a battle there at the end. I really do say that was probably my favorite moment. That was some really good side-by-side battling between you three. And then the 16 there at the end, he almost got involved in a four-way. It was a lot of great battles. The green flag pit stops had cars kind of jumbled up too. That was some really fun side-by-side battles. But Jason Berg, the 21, coming home on the podium. Congratulations one more time. Before I let you go, though, who you got to thank getting up on the podium tonight?
Just really Spizak, my buddy Spizak. He's got his RV maintenance and repair company going. So if anybody needs anything done, make sure you check him out. I know he's fully up and in business now and ready for customers. So go check him out. Spizak's RV Repair and Maintenance, and then just Rogue Racing League. It was a pretty good season. Looking forward to the next one.
Awesome. The 21 going to be finishing in the top 5 in the standings. I'm pretty sure Joshua Dunn not showing up. He is 4th coming into this one. So I think you came home top 5 in the championship as well. So a great run for you, buddy. Congratulations. I really look forward to seeing you next season in the trucks.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
We're going to go ahead and grab that championship winner. The number 45, Tyler Daniels, coming home the championship winner here, Rogue Racing League season number 4. That Bright Flame Counseling PLLC 45 does it here in season 4. We talked about it. Second, 2 times in a row. You come home champion, buddy. Tell me how you feel right now.
Relieved. It was it's been a fight for sure, and this season everything just kind of went our way. We had good speed pretty much the whole time, and when we needed a break, we got one, and others didn't. So we were able to capitalize when we needed to, and just finishing strong every week. I think this race might have been my worst finish of the season so far. So glad we had a bit of a buffer coming into tonight, and still able to pull off a championship and finally say we got one.
Definitely a good feeling getting that monkey off the back. Second 2 years in a row, or 2 seasons in a row, I should say, not 2 years, but 2 seasons
Yeah.
in a row, so close. It felt like 2 years, I'm sure, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
getting that championship done, I'm really proud of you, buddy. You stuck it through there to the end. Every single race, you were there in contention. Almost every single race, you had 6 wins this season, pal. How does that feel?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we were strong. I wasn't anticipating it coming into this year. I was surprised myself. You know, the first race I just kind of figured it was a one-off, and the momentum just kept up. Obviously, the road course win was. I'm usually strong on the road courses compared to a lot of the guys that we run with. I don't know about the new guy. He might be kick ass on a road course too. Um, but yeah, it was just put the work in and it paid off, and you get a little bit of a break here and there, and this is just kind of what it ends up here at the end. We were able to pull off a big win and huge points lead. Super glad that I had that coming in tonight. That way, even when we had the issue on track, there wasn't really a whole lot of sweating. You know, it was still laughs and smiles and joking with the guys all the way up to the end. So it was a good time to be able to have that relief for sure.
Awesome job. Well, just once again, congratulations. Our championship winner here, Season 4 Rogue Racing League. The Gen 4s are behind us now, so looking forward to the trucks. Well, what are you thinking for next season?
I think it's going to be harder by a long shot compared to the Gen 4s. The trucks, you know, obviously having way less horsepower, they they drive very, very differently. You don't get to drive off the right rear in those things, so you got to be way more meticulous and careful on tires and just patient. That's really all it is. You got to have good placement on the track. Try and get clean air when you can, and keep the nose clean, obviously, while you're out on the track, and bring home what you can. It's going to be very draft heavy. I think we got a couple road courses on the schedule, so I'll definitely be excited and anticipating those weekends. But yeah, other than that, it's kind of the same prep. You know, a little bit different practice, I guess, but prep wise, it's going to be added every week, just like normal.
Awesome, man. Just once again, congratulations. The championship winner here, season number 4, well deserved. 6 wins on the season. Only one other driver able to even win more than one this season, and that was Peter Stewart with 2. So a dominating fashion this season, Tyler. It's such a pleasure to see you come home with that championship. Congratulations. Who you got to thank getting it done this season?
I thank the wife. She's always allowed me to come out and spend the time on Sunday nights, even practicing during the week. And definitely Bright Flame Counseling. Couldn't be out here without them. Glad to have them on the car for the first season. Bring home a championship. Bring home the most wins. Uh, it's just super excited. Kind of losing words thinking about it, but yeah, definitely a good time. Glad to have them on board.
Awesome. I can see that smile ear to ear from here. You ain't even got the cameras on today, but I can see it. Let me tell you what.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Tyler Daniels coming home, the championship winner here in season 4. I'll let you go celebrate with the crew. Once again, congratulations, man. Look forward to seeing you
All
next
right.
season.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
And that was your championship winner, Tyler Daniels. What a season. What a season. Wow. This season has been so much fun. I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead. Brief over those race results here one more time from Homestead. Tristan Bailey, newcomer to the season. First race coming out on top. That is really surprising. Wasn't ready for that 99 to be that fast, but look, we got another hot shot coming in next season. So we'll see what's going to happen there. 125 lap total distance here tonight. We went that total distance, no green white checkers needed at all. Almost, but no cigar. 3 green flag lead changes between 2 different drivers. Only 2 cars, that 99 of Tristan Bailey and David Chandler, that number 1 up front today. So they were the class of the field. Fortunately, Chandler involved in that late incident there with the 45, but still, nonetheless, a great race. 5 caution flags for 15 total laps. Peter Stewart, our hard charger, up 9 spots. And Bailey, with the most laps, led the fastest lap. Starting on top, coming home on top. What a night there. What a debut for Bailey in that 99. But until next time, guys, this was Greg Thielsen for Push to Edge Productions. It was a great season with Rogue Racing League. I had such a pleasure. Made so many friends in here. Hope you guys all out in chat had a great night, great Sunday. I appreciate you guys stopping by here. Hoffbeck coming back for some Rogue Racing League from Bad Batch. I appreciate you stopping by as well, buddy. But until next time, push the edge and find the limit.